So, what can we be looking for in this new album? I got a habit. Let me get this light out your face. You like, man, this shit. I'm gonna turn it that way. Like, what's the difference from this album?
Well, the main difference is I've only ever put out mixtapes prior to this. So this is my very first album ever. This is my first time ever creating and completing a body of work that's all original, and that I'm gonna be actually selling to my supporters.
I'm gonna have to buy this shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to buy this shit.
Thank you. Yes.
I couldn't buy the last one because I was broke around that time.
Oh, okay.
But this time I'm gonna get that shit for real. Okay. I've been buying a couple of projects lately. Like I've been getting real into this music. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these people know who you are and let them know what you do.
My name is Valentine, and I am a hip hop artist, songwriter from Chicago.
And you know what caught my ear from last time when you gave me that Raww 16, and you still, I'm like, oh shit, like you know how you interview somebody and you thinking like, okay, they probably got some bullshit music, and you just interviewing them. Then when you hear that Raww, I'm like, oh shit, god damn it, what the fuck? Just switch it up, because you reminded me of like Lauryn Hill mixed with a little Foxy Brown.
Oh, okay.
So when I heard that, I was kind of like, oh shit, let me stop assuming and shit like that. So like, I know from last time you told me like you did poetry and things like that.
Right.
So what's your motivation now when you make music? Do you still write poetry, or are you just get in that zone?
It's the same thing that motivated me when I did write poetry. It's just what I'm going through at the time, how I'm feeling, what's happening in the world, what's happening amongst my people. It's all those. It's the same exact thing.
Definitely. And it's title. I'm big on titles, just to let you know. So what the title of this album mean?
Here for a reason. It just means, I'm here for a reason, and I came up with that name after I was in a bad accident.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. I was hit by a drunk driver, and I thought it was the end, but I ended up being rescued from the car from complete strangers. And then after that, because before that, I didn't know what I was going to name my album. But after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to name my album Here for a Reason. So it represents a few different things. It represents me surviving that terrible car accident. It represents me still being here as a black woman, because we are some of the most unprotected people on the earth, you know what I mean? Neglected. But I'm here for a reason. I stand for something.
Okay. Like,
a black woman is, to me, the beginning of everything. We raise children. We raise queens. We raise kings. We are queens. A king is not a king until he's been with a queen. You know what I mean?
You're right about that.
We've raised not only our children, but everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? We are like the glue that keeps everybody
keeps
together.
A family together.
You know what I mean? Like everybody is
right
their own individual, but the unit is not like we hold that unit together. You know what I'm saying? We the ones taught you how to cook, how to season your food, how to embrace your curves, how to embrace full lips, like, you know what I mean? Like everything. We are the difference. It's so many things. Like we are amazing. We unique. Like everybody wants to imitate us.
True. From
our intellect to our bodies, you know what I mean, to our strength. We just naturally like this though. We're born like this.
I'm talking about like as in like a black woman going in this music field. You know how people want you to do this, they want you to be half naked, or they want you to talk a certain way, or they want to put makeup on you and stuff like that. And you just staying focused and denying that. Like, how do you take care of that situation?
Just staying true to yourself and not doing anything that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as dressing provocatively, like, some days I might want to, but I'm not. If ever you see me in a certain outfit or looking a certain way or doing certain things, just know that I wanted to do it. You will never see me do anything that I don't want to do. So it's just staying true to yourself and not letting nobody,
Definitely, I feel like I just want to motivate people on here. You feel me? I don't want to just have an interview. I want to like motivate people and let people know certain things. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna get back into the music because I don't want to get too personal. This be like motherfucking Murray show. So like, the music, like, what was it? Was it fun? Was it like something you was rushing, or what was that like to create this album?
It was fun. It was challenging. I've laughed during this process. I've cried. I've had altercations. I've had things happen that I didn't plan on happening.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, it inspired some of the songs. You know what I mean? I've dealt with some heartbreak, some joy, everything. Like, and it wasn't rushed at all. You know, I truly let everything with this project happen organically. Like,
Okay.
I let, like, from choosing the beats to writing to the songs to the subject matter, everything. I never in my head sat down like, I'm gonna do an album. I'm gonna make these couple songs like this. I'm gonna make or focus on this. Like, I hear the beat. If I like it and I'm inspired to write to it or write about, I do, and it just all came together so nicely.
So, well, damn. Okay. So with the like the Atlanta track, is this gonna be on the album?
Yeah, that was the second single from the album.
Yeah, that's my fucking favorite song. I don't know what it is. I think it's your voice, cause the way you mellow on the beat and shit. Like, people don't know how to rap beats nowadays. Nowadays they just jump on the motherfucker and go crazy. You feel me? But you actually did a great job on that track. And like,
Thank you.
what? Like, are you from Atlanta?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Cause I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, is she from Atlanta? Or is that a metaphor?
Nah, I'm from Chicago. That's why I say Atlanta, I miss you. Like, want to see you. It's like, I'm going to go, you know, I go to Atlanta a lot. And like,
okay. That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, I be here and I be missing Atlanta.
Okay, definitely.
Atlanta's like, I would say, I wouldn't mind. Like, Chicago was always home. But, you know, you never know. I might end up in Atlanta one day. But, yeah, that's all that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, look, this tour, like, I see you've been on tour. Like, what's that feeling like to be just going state to state and just knocking out the feeling? Because I used to want to be a rapper. So,
Okay.
I want to know how this feel. Like, how did that feel to be in front of all them people and actually doing your fucking thing, showing your talent, and people loving that shit?
Man, it's a blessing first and foremost. But yeah, I've toured before, but the 7 tour, which is coming up, it hasn't started yet. That's Talib Kweli, Styles P, and myself. That begins January 18th, and this is gonna be my first like full tour. Like, I've toured with Talib before, in London and here, but this is like the longest tour. We're gonna be on tour for about a month.
You excited about it?
I'm super excited. Like, I'm super excited because, like, and I've been rehearsing. I rehearsed before, but this is like...
You be in the mirror with your comb?
Man, you know, I don't use the comb anymore. But I use the thing from the paper towels. You know, the thing that...
So you get that echo?
Yeah. But I'm, like, super excited. I'm super blessed. And although sometimes, like, when there's so much going on, sometimes you can start to feel overwhelmed, not in a negative way, but overwhelmed. And I just gotta remember, like, man, people would love to be doing what you're about to be. So I'm super excited. I'm ready to get on the road, on a tour bus, you know, and man, and get my, and this is also the first time I'm traveling and touring, and I'm actually gonna have my album, my physical album that I can sell and give to the people. Like,
so it's not like only you just performing, you actually promoting.
Right, I mean, I was giving out mixtapes before, but it's just something special about
this one?
All original music. This is like my child, my baby. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just eager for the people to hear it, man. You don't understand?
Okay. If it wasn't for music, what you think you'll be doing?
Hair.
Hair? Damn, you said that on point. And I see you cook too. So
Cook too. I love cooking.
I said, let me find out.
Yep, and it's funny because that would have been the next thing I said.
Oh, wow.
I mean, hair or like a cook.
Okay, definitely. And like, I know I probably asked this last time on the last interview, but can you give us your top 5, like who influenced you?
Pac. Eminem.
Eminem, oh wow.
I love Eminem. Drake.
You got that focus face.
No, because it's like it's in the top 5 who actually influenced me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's some other rappers that I love, but they didn't really influence me. I just a fan of their work.
Yeah.
But I mean, really influenced me was, I know it was Drake, it was Eminem, it was Pac, it was Lauren, and I would say now, more so than ever, Talib, he influences me.
Oh, true,
now,
true.
I work so closely with him, so.
Definitely, man. So, with this music, like, what's your goal? What's your ultimate goal with this music? What you trying to get to this? Are you trying to like just continue doing music, like be the best, or are you trying to transition into a business? So like how like Jay-Z, he transferred into like a business management and all that. Like, are you trying to do things like that?
I mean, I think the goal is to always, grow, into more. Right now, my goal is to get my album out there. You know what I mean? I think the people need this. It's not like I just want to sell this many albums. It's like I feel like this will change lives. It's going to inspire some people. It's going to incite growth. You know what I mean? And that's the goal right now, to get it out to as many people as possible. And of course I want to see success from it, monetary success and everything, but that's not the sole focus. I believe in my heart, I know that's going to come, you get what I'm saying? And then after I do that, I mean, to grow into a brand and, be able to
grow.
Extend, opportunities to other people in my community, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, so definitely growth.
Definitely feel you on that. If you could give like a young boy or girl the tools to come up in the music business, what would you give them?
I would let them know how important it is to stay true to yourself. You know what I mean?
True.
A lot of people out here, you hear them talk, you need a budget, or don't come to me if you ain't got the money. Niggas don't have that. You know what I mean? So what I would say start off with is being true to yourself and making great music.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Focus on your music, because no matter who you get the opportunity to meet or network with, if your music sucks, it's not going, you know what I mean?
You ain't gonna get nowhere.
Well, you know what? Let me take that back. There's some artists who have sucked music that.
It's a lot of artists.
If you're a true artist, you're serious about your craft. Keep practicing. Stay true to yourself.
True.
And get out here. You gotta grind. You gotta go to them open mics. You may have to pay to perform in the beginning. You know what I mean? There's things you gotta do. It's like you can't hop over certain. Go through the grind. The process. Appreciate it.
Can't rush it. You gotta.
Yeah, it's
go
like
with the
school.
flow.
Like you can't usually. It's certain cases where somebody does skip a grade. You know what I mean? And usually they were deserving for whatever reason. But everybody know I did all my grades. I didn't get to skip none. You know what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do. And as long as you see progress, it may not go as fast as you would like.
Yeah.
Just continue. That means, okay, you good if you see progress. Keep going.
Definitely. Hey, what's your preparation like when you branding? Like in social media wise? What's that like? Like, do you just be on social media, you just be posting that shit? Or you have a plan and you have a vision, how you want to do it?
I would say a combination of both. Sometimes I like, I want to post this or say this. And sometimes I just, this girl put it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but what I do make sure is just about every post has something to do with music. And if it doesn't, it's something that, that is uplifting. Like, I like to uplift the people who,
True.
follow me. And, because it's hard out here. So, yeah.
You're a role model now, too.
Well.
No, you probably don't see it, but you probably in your zone just doing your thing. But people probably watching you. Females probably watching you, like, oh wow, I want to be just like her. You never know. So that's why I ask them certain questions, so they can know this shit is real, and I want them to know how you carry yourself is well put.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So if you could let them know where they can find your music and your social media.
You can find my music. My music is on iTunes. I'm SoundCloud, everywhere, all digital platforms, Tidal, Pandora.
Oh shit.
And you know, I have now. I just released my third single from my album Here for a Reason. The third single was myself featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. It's called That's Real. Get that now on iTunes. And you can hit me up at kvalentine.com. Instagram, it's K Valentine. All my social networks are It's K Valentine. So that's
True.
me on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, everything. It's K Valentine.
So that's real track.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about? How did y'all get that track?
You know what's so funny? I heard that Talib has sent me a email with a batch of beats, and I heard that beat. And the guy that produced that, his name is Jay Pounds. He works with like J Rock of TD,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I heard that beat, and I'm like, man, I like this beat, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to write to it. But I knew I liked it, so I was like, okay, you know, I'll come back to it eventually. Because I didn't want to just force nothing just because I liked the beat. So about 8 months later, I was sitting in the house, and my mom was over, and she was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm about to listen to some beats. I need to, you know, do some writing. So I went back to those, you know, I went through all my old beats that came up again. And my mother was like, She was like, no, I don't like it. No, that's... And I'm like, Mom, listen again. And so then I plugged up my Beats by Dre headphones, and I put it on her. I said, listen, do you hear that? I said, that's a love song. So I played it. She was like, oh, okay, I see where it's going. You know, but she still wasn't. But about a month after that, I was in New York. And I put on the beat. I was in my hotel room, and I was pulled the beat back up, and then it came to me, you know, even though it was 9 months later from when I originally heard it, those verses came to me. So I wrote those verses, I recorded them, and I had played it for a friend. I was back in Chicago, played it for a friend. I knew something was missing, but my whole thing, I was like, oh, I gotta get a girl on the hook. My friend was like, no, I hear a guy on the hook. You gotta get a guy. I'm like, I gotta get a guy. He was like, yeah, you should get a guy. So then fast forward, I was in London, and we
London.
we were playing. I was playing it for Spin and Quiet, and then DJ Spin was like, I hear BJ on there. I'm like, for real? He said, yeah. And that's how it came. We got BJ to get on it.
That shit did blend in right.
And you got yes, and man, did he kill it?
Damn.
He killed it.
So like, when y'all created your track, was y'all in the booth together, or was it like?
Cause I had already done my verses. So basically, he recorded his part. So once we set it up and we knew he was gonna do it, I sent him. I recorded my verses over just so they was clearer and perfect.
Yeah.
And we sent him the track, and he went in. He was in California, and he
always in California.
He lived there.
Oh, okay.
And so he did it. He recorded it. I mean, I didn't give him no direction or nothing. I didn't tell him nothing to say. Like, I was just like, you know, I just wanted him to do his thing.
Do your thing.
And he did it, and he killed it, and he enhanced the track. And when I remember when I heard it, I started crying.
I was just gonna ask you, how did you feel?
I was emotional anyway, because that was about a week or two after my accident. So I was dealing with a little post-traumatic stress. I was a wreck anyway, but I was kind of depressed around that time. So when I heard that, it just shot my, lifted my spirits, and I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh. And I can't remember. I played it for you. I was like, ugh. But yeah, I loved it. And then I hit him up. I'm like, BJ, you just killed this shit. He was like, man, that shit was already dope. You dope. And you know what I mean? So it was a blessing.
What's your chemistry like with your producers?
You know what? It's funny because I've worked on this album. I worked with Dave West. I've worked with Jay Pounds. I work with a lot of awesome producers. Amadeus, that's Trey Songz. He's in Trey Songz, man. You know, I have a track by him, and he was just here, so I got to I got to chill with him. But what's funny is most of the producers I work with, although they're the bomb, super talented, I haven't really I haven't met them in person yet. It's all been via email. So it's like I've digitally met them. So
It's about digitally met them.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, I'm still looking forward to meeting them. But working with them how I have been has been cool. They all seem cool.
Do you have any producers in particular you ever want to work with?
Yeah, I know in the near future, I know that I'm gonna work with High Tech. We've met.
She said, I know.
Yeah, we've talked about working together, so I want to work with him. And I would love to work with Kanye still on the producing tip.
Beast.
Yes, people say what they gonna say, but you know, and that I don't know what's going on in his personal life.
Yeah.
But as far as the beats
and the music,
the man
it's
cold,
everything.
like you can listen to playlists on Apple Music where I didn't even know he produced certain songs for Jagged Edge, and you know what I mean. The man been killing stuff. So I mean, and the styles of beats that I choose unknowingly, you know, people have told me like, man, that sound like a Kanye beat, or you got that Kanye style of beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's somebody that's a producer I would love to work with.
Definitely, man. Other than that, I'm used to interviewing dudes, so I'm like, yeah, man. My bad on that.
Oh, it's okay.
Once again, we have listeners every minute, so let them know your social media one more time.
What's up, y'all? It's K Valentine, and you guys can hit me up on Instagram at It's K Valentine. So ITS K Valentine, all one word. It's K Valentine. It's my Twitter, Facebook, and my Snapchat.
Yeah.